Our next speaker is a very good friend of mine. I think we were supposed to have been brothers. We are both Denver, I'm from Denver originally, I don't live there anymore, I'm in California now. But Jason is still in Denver, so we met when we both lived in Denver. And we're both Jewish finance bloggers who are pilots. And have two daughters. I'll have a second daughter in December, so then we'll also have two daughters. We have like everything in common. And he's going to come up next to tell us how to leverage his awesome media status without selling out. Come on, Jason.
All right. I'm one ahead of you in the sun. So, I'm Jason Steele. I write about credit cards and travel. I also produce that CardCon convention. And I'm really going to tell you how, what we talked about earlier, live life to the fullest. Okay, here's some of the stuff that I've done in the last year. That's me at the Super Bowl in February. There's me at the Emmy Awards last year. My wife and I at Ignite FinCon at Hamilton in New York. And there I am flying United Airlines simulator, which costs like $1 gazillion. So my 10-year-old daughter, Alana, she tells me that being a writer is like having a secret key that lets us into all the cool stuff. There we are at the huge Oshkosh Air Show, saved a couple $100 because we had media passes. So you see where this is going. You gotta build your audience. Okay, I'm a freelancer. These are just the outlets that I currently write for. And I have a big audience. But when you have your own blog, you build your audience, and yeah, the industries are gonna notice and they'll wanna invite you to stuff. But that'll only happen if you take the time to build relationships. The people who work as media representatives have a tough job. They reach out, they spam you, they call you, they do all. And a lot of the bloggers don't even reply. You come to FinCon, you shake their hand, they'll like you. That's me with Richard Branson when he inaugurated a route to Denver. I called up Virgin America. I told them I wanted to cover it. There I am. They're a front row of the Super Bowl. I told them over and over again how excited I was and how much I appreciated it. They're launching a supersonic airliner. That room was filled with billionaires. Well, I already had an assignment. So naturally, they let me into the party. You know, so highlight your outlet, Air and Space Smithsonian, really cool outlet. Explain your angle. When I had a hint that maybe I might possibly go to the Super Bowl, book tickets. I got the cheapest, crappiest motel in town. I didn't expect anything, but I was going to be there if the opportunity came through. So I met them halfway, you know. And then, of course, afterwards I delivered. I wrote the articles. It's a two-way street. You know, the articles I wrote were genuine. I met really cool people who were going to the Super Bowl every year with their credit card rewards. And I wrote about it. It served the readers and it served, obviously the outlet was happy. So you're trying to get these gigs, you want them to notice you, don't use the B word. Yes, like they said, I want to own the fact that I'm a blogger, but I don't have to use that word. I'm the media. Okay, this is what I do for a living. Why do I have to shy away from that? Okay, so I don't want free tickets. I would say, I want you to let me cover this event. You know, don't give me free stuff. Will you host me? It's all about the lingo. And if they're not going to give it to you for free, say, well, do you have a media rate? So we get all these press releases, I think you do, in your inbox. One day one says, okay, we're releasing Hamilton tickets at a certain time. Yes, I paid, but I paid face value for the New York show of Hamilton, and it was awesome. There's the United Airlines Flight Training Center. It's actually just a mile or two from my house. I got to go down those slides. I got to fly the sim. You know, I found a national angle in what would otherwise be a local story. I get on the airport mailing list, the Visitors Bureau mailing list. I know what's going on. So how do we keep from being a sellout? Okay? A sellout is someone who betrays an allegiance. Like to something, you know, betray something, like say their principles. For say, I don't know, money. Well, I don't do that, okay? If you write for, let's say, a car magazine, you're going to write about these fancy exotic sports cars. And you know what? The writers don't own a fancy exotic sports car, but nobody wants to read about their used Honda Accord. Okay? You're serving the readers. So here's a couple made-up magazine covers that wouldn't be appropriate. Cowboys and Indians don't want to visit New York. You don't want to take your cat to Aspen. But I'm really curious about the chat with the grumpy cat. That is real. I don't know what that's about. So, but stay relevant. And of course, disclose. Even if the FTC didn't have a policy, it would still be the right thing to do to say, yes, I was hosted to the Super Bowl. You know, that's just common sense, right? You want to disclose. You know, why would you do it any other way? And then use restraint. I only take 1 or 2 big trips a year. Yeah, I'll get a a media pass to a tourist attraction, but I'm not jet-setting around the world, shoving it in everyone's face. That's just, you can definitely take it too far. And finally, just don't worry about being called a sellout. If you're true to your readers, they want to live vicariously through you. They want to be excited because you're excited, and you had a great time, and you're showing them how to do this yourself. In my case, the points and miles thing. So in conclusion, you can leverage your status as media. You can do awesome things. And when you do that, you'll not only impress the 10-year-old you, but you might actually impress your actual 10-year-old at home. Thank you.